Across Africa, governments and companies are writing their AI rules by reaching for the nearest finished example, which almost always means Europe's. It feels like the responsible thing to do. Adopt the world's strictest AI law and you look serious about governance. But copying a rulebook you cannot enforce is not caution, it is the risk. Europe's AI Act was built for European conditions. Strong regulators, deep enforcement capacity, and courts that can compel a global company to comply. Lift that same text and drop it into a very different context, and you keep the language but lose the machinery behind it. What you are left with is European formatting around an African implementation vacuum, the appearance of governance without the substance. So before anyone adopts an imported policy, I ask two questions. First, who actually controls the data these systems run on, and where does it physically sit? Second, when one of these systems causes harm, who carries it, and can they get a remedy? If your borrowed rulebook cannot answer those two, it is not protecting the people you are accountable to. Then two more. Who genuinely benefits from the AI being deployed here, the community it touches, or someone far away? And does anyone in the room actually have the capacity to enforce a single line of this policy? Four questions, and every one of them is about power, where it sits, and who answers for it. We have already seen how fragile this is. South Africa drafted a national AI policy, then stepped back from it because the hard questions had not been answered. That is not a failure to copy Europe faster. It is a signal to build properly. Africa does not need Europe's laws. It needs its own, written for its own conditions, by people who will not outsource the thinking to Brussels. So if you are a leader with an AI policy on your desk right now, whether you wrote it or inherited it, put it through those four questions before you sign it off. And if you would like, I will come and pressure test that policy with your board so that what looks like governance on paper actually holds when it matters. Let us make sure the rules you adopt are ones you can truly stand behind.